Hello, this is Mark from I Am Organic Gardening, located in Zone 6B, and today we're going to be installing our low tunnel in our garden on this beautiful fall day. We just have to do two more small items to it before we bring it outside so we can secure it properly to the ground so we'll hold it against any strong wind. First, we're going to need 4 T-posts at least 6 feet long, the total length. Now we're finally going to use those 2x4s that we have bought already back in part 2 already. And the other items we're going to be using is our cordless drill. I also bought these are new snap-on clamps. It's a bag of 10. It's from a different manufacturer. You can see that they're a lot longer and a lot more sturdier. I'll put a link below where I got these from, but they do work a lot better than the other ones. So be careful when you're buying your snap clamps that they do work nicely. And then we're going to have our tape measure, marker, screws, and our 7/8 paddle bit. And also, last but not least, we're going to need about, say, 12 feet of a good 1/4 inch rope. Not twine, but we need it for rope for security. The first thing we're going to do is measure our 2x4 that's 8 feet long every foot. Now we have 4 1-foot long 2x4s. Also we have is our leftover 2-foot long PVC pipes that we cut from our 10-foot long ones that we use to secure the netting and also the plastic on top. We're just going to take 2 of them and measure them 1 foot long and cut them in half so we have 4 pieces. Now we have a total of 4 pieces each. Now each 2x4 we're going to measure in 3 inches and we're going to center it, so we're going to go in 1 inch and 3/4. And that's our center, and we're going to drill our 7/8 inch hole into each one of those 4 2x4s. Now we're going to install those foot-long pieces with the hole facing outwards. You can see here we have our low tunnel on the side, and we're just going to place it right inside that first opening or first edge of the low tunnel here. Now you can see this is our 4-foot long piece here. We're just going to attach the 1-foot long piece right on the side here. There's plenty of room underneath because, again, that long 2x4 that's 4 feet long is on top of the 8-foot long one. So we have that gap here. So this one's just going to fill in the gap and just press it right in the corner. Nice flush edge, and put in 2 screws, please. And when you're done, we should have 1 board in each corner facing outwards with the hole on the outside. So now I have my low tunnel out in the garden. I placed the cardboard down first, and I'll show you how I did that in a little bit here, or what it looks like underneath when I open it up. Now if you notice, I have a T-post in every corner of the low tunnel. That T-post is in every corner on the outside of the little arm that we made with the hole in the middle. Now it's not touching the low tunnel here, it's not touching the arm. It's at least 1.5 inches away from both sides there. And also, we should also extend the cardboard past our low tunnel for the simple reason when we open it up that we don't damage the plastic on the other side. And very shortly we're going to be attaching our rope here that we have, and also those PVC pipes. But first I want to show you the reason for the 2 T-posts. One, it's an anchor for the wind, which will be held down by the rope so it doesn't blow away in very strong winds. It would have to rip those T-posts out of the ground before it blows away. Now, the reason for the both T-posts is that you can open it from either side. Let me demonstrate. Now you can see here that arm that's on the top now, that was on our left hand side, is holding that frame open. So now we can keep our plastic nice and clean and our insect netting. And that's why we also extend our cardboard so we don't ruin that edge for the plastic or the insect netting. Now you can also do the same on both sides. Now when you lower it down this way, you can go over here, release the rope, and then flip it up this way to rest on that side. The reason I want access on both sides is because it's 4 feet across. Normally you can reach in about 2 feet on either side. So I wanted something, or build something and show you something that can be accessed from both sides easily. And here we have an example of opening it up from the other side. And you can see here that it's not touching the ground at all, so to keep it nice and clean. So to make our hinge and latch, we're going to need 4 pieces of rope that are 4 feet long. Now to tie a nice little loop in there, you're going to bring this string back onto the rope itself about, say, 7 inches, and just take it and fold it back into itself, like so. And then we have a nice tight knot, like so, with a loop that at least the PVC pipe that's 1 inch wide can go in there. And do this on every single end of each rope. So you're going to have 2 of these per rope. Now we're just going to take our rope, slide her on a 2x4, pass this through the top like so, make a loop, bring it past, tighten it down a little bit. Now when you wrap your rope around, start at the very bottom and then work your way up towards the top, like so, and then take your pipe, slide it through, and also to note, you want to wrap it around the post at least 3 times. You can always undo this knot and make it shorter or longer to fit securely onto that post you're putting in the ground. And that plastic PVC pipe should not go deeper than half the distance. So it should not go deeper than 6 inches. So you have at least 6 inches of pipe sticking up. And then repeat the same process on every corner. Now what's nice about this is that on this side here, I don't have it, but I'm going to open up the other side. It also acts like a hinge. So you can open it up like so, and you don't have to undo each side. Now you can see here that I have the rope still fastened to that corner because I released it on the other side to open it up, and it will still stay in place. So it doesn't matter which side you open up, the left-hand side which is long or the right-hand side which is long, you just have to pull those 2 posts out on the same side, and then you can flip it up nice and easy. So it acts like a hinge. I want to thank you very much for watching today's video. If you haven't done so, please subscribe, and please give it a thumbs up if you think it's a clever device that will help you in the garden. If you have any comments, leave them below. I'd love to hear from them. And again, I go through the same process you do. I don't wish to spend any money that is going to blow away in the wind. I try to make things that are very strong, supportive here, or something like that. I know we're only covering 32 square feet of gardening space, which is 4 by 8, of course. Now, you can grow a lot of food in that space. Now, we don't have to worry about insects at all or anything else either. The only downside to this is that we only can grow certain vegetables in there that either we open it up later on for pollination, or we have to grow things in there that don't get pollinated at all, that have a high insect problem. I will see you again shortly with another video. Until then, enjoy gardening. Thanks.